Hello everybody! И здравейте на участниците ни от България. Само да ви вметна, че тъй като твърде много хора са всъщност извън България, ще си проведа моята презентация на английски язик, пък след това вече с вас може да се чуем и да изкомуникираме по-нататъчните действия. Alright, I was just explaining that we have a Bulgarian guys that are here, so that I'll be leading my presentation in English for everybody else to understand me, because Bulgarian is like Chinese to most of people. So yeah, my name is Stefan Pavlov. I'm part of CAD Assist, which is a company that is specializing in CAD distribution, and we are the official Prota software partner for Bulgaria, distributing ProtaStructure. Today, my presentation will be very short because I want to give the technical guys a lot more time so they can actually present the software. And of course, everything that could have gone wrong with me get wrong. My camera is not working, and Berg is the guy that is handling my presentation. So yeah, can you move to the next slide? Yeah, basically we are a company that have like a very big portfolio of products. We are the partner for Bulgaria for BricsCAD. There is softwares for the road development for like Platea. There is for sewage and water and sanitary. For this is Urbano. For architecture, we are the ArchiCAD partner, and of course BricsCAD BIM. For the construction, ProtaStructure is our main product. The others are kind of third-party plugins for BricsCAD, and Prota is like standalone solution. For building installations, we are partners with SIPE. We are partners we have software for visualization, and so on. Yeah, so next please. You can find our website at www.cadassist.com. There is full information, but in Bulgarian, sadly, for all of our products that are sold. And if you move to the next slide, yeah, we have online shop, which is again the biggest one in Bulgaria. There you can find actual prices of products, promotions, and everything, you know, basically everything you need to go and order directly. Next. Thank you for your interest in the webinar, and I wish you a very good next 2 hours, and I hope that you enjoy it.
It will be a fun next 2 hours.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Thank you, Stefan, for the introduction. I really appreciate it. So this part onwards, it's going to be basically me introducing the company to you guys, as well as an overview of the product. And our technical engineer, Volkan, will take over and do a live demonstration for you guys. So I'll proceed with my slides. So yeah, I'll be talking about the journey of Prota and how we came to introduce ProtaStructure to the market. What we offer overall is the ProtaStructure Enterprise Suite made up of components, and we'll go over those. And what our core advantages are, obviously, as well as some project examples, so you guys can have a good understanding of what our strengths are. And the use cases for your business benefit, of course. So our offerings, as you might know, is ProtaStructure 2022. It is a unique platform for building design and the sole offering that we provide for customers worldwide. And you might ask yourself, what makes us unique is that we are a one-stop shop offering for structural engineers. So we provide modeling, analysis, design, detailing, all the way to fabrication and BIM processes, seamlessly allowing engineers to integrate the whole process in a single solution. Now, this allows our users to rapidly deliver their projects using a single software instead of using many other different softwares to complete one project. So we are an all-in-one solution. So this is our ProtaStructure Enterprise Suite made up of 4 components. As you can see on the top left corner, we have ProtaStructure, which is the core system for modeling, analysis, design of your structures. It is also complemented with Prota details. Once you do your modeling, you can move on to your details part, which is a complete CAD system for automated detailing and drawings. It focuses on concrete detailing and includes a unique design library of calculations for designing things like retaining walls and piles. And then we've got ProtaSteel, which focuses on steel. It complements your steel design by automating all the steelwork connection design, providing comprehensive steel detailing and automated connection design of your structures. And with ProtaSteel, you can also do calculation reports, and it provides your drawings as well. With ProtaBIM, finally, we allow team members to connect with other tools and systems that allow you to collaborate better with other members that take part in your project. So ProtaBIM overall allows you to communicate with other BIM platforms and software solutions like Allplan through IFCs or ArchiCAD through SAF. So you can even send analytical data with SAP and ETABS. So this is Prota software with numbers, basically. And we've been expanding our reach quite a lot. If you've been joining into our previous presentations, you might notice these numbers continuously going up. So we currently stand with having 25 international design codes, and we currently support 10 languages such as Polish, Spanish, Portuguese, Thai, and English. With the next update, of course, we're going to have new languages and code support, so watch the space. It's an exciting time for us. And the new release is going to happen in approximately in a month or so. So yeah, it's an exciting time for us. We've also been very busy creating design guides and insights into how the software works. So for example, many of our users benefit from technical guides that cover guidance to punching shear checks, foundation design, seismic design, retrofitting, and many other topics. At this point, we're spread into 80 countries around the world through our partners and through our offices. In the next slide, you'll get a visualization of this on the map. So through this map, you can see an overview of our footprint as Prota software. Our partners are represented in the yellow dots, and the red hexagons represent our direct presence in those nations. As you can see, in Poland, Turkey, and Malaysia, we have our offices, and the yellow dots, so many countries, we have our partners, just like we do in Bulgaria. So a quick look at our milestone is in 1992, basically, we've introduced Probina Orion. A lot of our legacy customers actually know us from Probina Orion and can basically move on to ProtaStructure today and benefit from obviously knowing the interface. In 2005, with Probina Orion, we provided the first solution for retrofit and rehabilitation. In 2007, we started providing bidirectional physical model integration with Autodesk Revit through ProtaBIM. Again, going through quickly without boring you guys too much, in 2014, we've introduced ProtaStructure Suite, and in 2018, we've delivered a very big project, which was the world's largest passenger terminal building, done through ProtaStructure Suite. The structural design of this project was delivered completely, not completely, but mostly with ProtaStructure Suite. If you would like to read more on this, of course, we have a success story on our website where you can read about the details and the client experiences, what they were like, basically, using ProtaStructure Suite. In 2023, as I mentioned earlier, we currently are present in 80 countries, and we continue to spread our wings more and more. All right, so in this screen, you can basically see in detail what I was mentioning about us being a one-stop shop offering. You can see there are a lot of components of ProtaStructure Enterprise Suite that are currently being done on the market with very specialized software. And our core advantage and our big differentiator is that we provide this as a one-stop solution. I'll put them on the screen for you guys so that you can do the visual comparison for yourself. So our core advantage I've mentioned is that we are a single suite offering all of the components on the left side in our ProtaStructure Enterprise Suite. So we can confidently say that ProtaStructure is a software for streamline modeling and analysis. It is also a software for designing your steel connections, concrete beams, core walls, foundations, and more. We are also a CAD software for dedicated structural drafting and producing all your engineering drawings with component design for other project elements like retaining walls. We are also a fabrication software for producing all your construction and shop details. And lastly, we are a BIM software for communicating all of this to other project team members. All right, so we had a high-level look at the components. Now let's have a look at them singularly. So with ProtaStructure, it is the core component of our suites. It is a BIM design solution for concrete and steel buildings. Some of the capabilities offered with ProtaStructure is flexible 2D and 3D modeling, multi-material modeling, and with physical objects. You can also do analysis and detailed design to international seismic and design codes. You can also do full design reporting and quantity takeoff and so on. With ProtaStructure, your business will pretty much benefit from rapid modeling and easy-to-use platform while effortlessly creating your intelligent drawings and full design documentation with the availability of a wide range of international design and seismic codes. And as I mentioned before, ProtaDetail is the next component, which is a revolutionary system for automatically creating and organizing all your structural concrete detail drawings rapidly. Now, with ProtaDetails, the idea is that you can save hours of drafting time by seamlessly extracting design details from ProtaStructure and automatically arranging them onto your company drawing sheets. We continuously expand our library of component macros in ProtaDetails, which in return saves time and cost our clients' business, as you will see live in our live demo. Onto ProtaSteel. It is our all-in-one steel detailing solution that allows structural engineers and detailers to perform automated steel connection design and produce high-quality steel detail drawings in just a few minutes. You can take models designed in ProtaStructure and put them directly into ProtaSteel and save hours with automated design of a comprehensive range of bolted, welded steel connections of your choice. Again, we'll get to see that live very soon. And lastly, with ProtaBIM, it allows engineers to easily create, communicate, and coordinate models with other project stakeholders, including architects, fabricators, BIM specialists, and project owners. Using our own ProtaHub technology, you can easily create models from a range of data formats such as 2D and 3D DXF, IFC, SAF, and Autodesk Revit, as I mentioned before. Now, you're seeing the ProtaStructure Enterprise Suite on the screen. Overall, if we are to have a recap, the ProtaStructure Suite is developed with BIM in mind. And you should remember that basically that all these solutions are offered in a single economical suite called the ProtaStructure Enterprise Package. We of course have other packages which you can gain further information through contacting the global sales team, which I'm a member of. But this represents that enterprise package. So overall, you can, with the enterprise package, you can get bi-directional link for your models and other BIM platforms and software solutions like Autodesk Revit, Allplan, and ArchiCAD with the latest data formats, including IFC, 2D, 3D, DXF, and SAF. Secondly, you can use ProtaDetails, our structural drawing and detailing software for automatically creating and organizing all your RC detail drawings, only with a single click. Thirdly, you can take models designed in ProtaStructure directly into ProtaSteel, save hours with automated design of a comprehensive range of bolted and welded steel connections of your choice. You can also transfer and compare your analytical models with other general purpose analysis software, such as ETABS, SAP 2000, LUCES. And lastly, you can also create and share highly visual calculation reports featuring Microsoft Office and PDF export capabilities. So product excellence is very important for us and is also a necessity in our sector, as you engineers would agree with me. It is key to our success as Prota software as well. ProtaStructure is being used by thousands of larger enterprises all around the world. Some of the enterprises that use our solutions, as you can see the logos on the screen, are AECOM, Sunway, Arup, WSP, and Jacobs. These organizations have been using our products to deliver their engineering projects in excellence. And we'll have a look at those projects very soon. And starting with the largest airport project that I've mentioned to you is our is actually made in Turkey. So this was the passenger terminal building of Istanbul, covering 1.5 million square meters. And Mr. Daniel Kubin has made a statement attributing the added success to ProtaStructure's ability to perform project variations quickly, economically, and accurately. Again, as I mentioned before, you can read about this in detail on our website, which should be in our resources section. So this is the largest university campus project in Istanbul that was also delivered with ProtaStructure Suite. There were over 50 buildings within the campus project, covering 1 million square meter of construction space. There are also prestigious projects that are done outside of Turkey. As you can see, we've got really prestigious buildings in London and in Malaysia, the Storey building in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia as well, that have been done using ProtaStructure. Again, our client, WT Design Consultants, have delivered very prestigious structures using ProtaStructure as well. And these buildings were designed in Cambodia. Again, a few other examples from Kuala Lumpur and Putrajaya in Malaysia. The structures at Garden Mall and Resort City, all delivered using ProtaStructure Suite. A really interesting structure is the King's Palace, situated in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, stands as the government's most significant investment. The project was delivered by Kema Se Pakat, one of our esteemed clients in Asia. As per the executive director, ProtaStructure has revolutionized their productivity, leading to a remarkable 300% increase compared to traditional methods. So a threefold increase in their productivity thanks to ProtaStructure Suite. And as he says it himself, he thanks ProtaStructure and saying that they've expanded their workload and have become more financially profitable and competitive against the competitors in the industry. Again, a shopping mall in Singapore, among many of the projects that have been completed. A 43-story office as well, an office building next to the shopping mall. You can see several hospitals on the screen. One worthy note that I must make is that these are hospitals that are seismically retrofitted buildings. With ProtaStructure's unique seismic capabilities, you can insert seismic isolators on your buildings if you wish to do so. You can see several international airports and train terminals across Russia, Kosovo, Egypt, and Turkey that were delivered using our offerings. I'll move on quicker. This is a multi-purpose building that can be designed using ProtaStructure Suite. You can do complex residential suites with buildings, swimming pools, indoor parking lots, and office spaces very easily using our macros. This is an interesting building as well. This is a data center, which was made with a state-of-the-art technology, as well as with security capabilities. This data center has 87 seismic isolators on its floor. So this is the USA Embassy building located in Papua New Guinea, which was also designed using ProtaStructure. So as a summary, you can see that our strength lies in buildings and building-like structures. You can pretty much design any type of buildings with ProtaStructure Suite. Here on the screen, you can see a variety of buildings such as stadiums, auditorium, playground roof, hangar building, modeled and designed by our users around the world. So I'd like to make a quick note on our post-sales services, just real quick. So after you purchase a license, if you do find use cases useful to your business, we gift new license owner with 1 year of maintenance. And what that looks like is that our customers gain access to Prota Help Center for 12 months. And in this platform, you basically have access to a collection of knowledge base articles. You can also create unlimited support tickets to get support 24/7 from our team throughout the year. You can also view your previous tickets and follow up on their status. You can also ask questions on community forums to users that are a part of our community, basically. And this helps tremendously with onboarding processes of newcomers So this is why we gift this plan along with a license purchase. On top of that, customers are able to receive updates and new releases during their maintenance plan of 12 months. For more details, you can always reach out to me or my colleagues at the global sales team, and we'll be happily sharing the details on this. So, as I mentioned before, we do write a lot of white papers, which are technical documentations highlighting newly added features. So feel free to visit ProtaSoftware.com to have a read. We have it open and publicly available for everyone. I'm sure you'll be interested to learn a lot about technical details surrounding these features. Of course, more material is made available to paid users, but we do have considerable amount of paper for you guys to review and really understand what our methodology is like. We emphasize big importance on transparency and put effort on being transparent with our users, and believe that there's a healthy R&D project basically comes from two-way communication from our community to ensure ProtaStructure Suite continues to benefit engineers all around the world on a daily basis. We also have a YouTube channel, which I'm sure a lot of you are aware of. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Explore our frequently organized playlists. We periodically introduce new videos, playlists there, and we post a lot of webinar videos. So if you do miss out on anything, I'm not saying this is going to be up there, but we do post a lot of content there. So it's useful to ring that bell button and subscribe. One last thing, you'll find that you get a lot of information in this webinar. So after you turn this off, it's probably a good idea to go to our website, and on the top right corner you'll find the trial button. So just click there and download our 30-day trial. You'll probably want to do some hands-on experiment after you get so much knowledge, and it's probably a little smart to do it when the information is still fresh. One useful note is that we have our global support team ready for you guys if you have any questions while using the trial period for 30 days. So yeah, we make that service available for you guys to answer any of the specific questions that you might have for us. Another note that I'd like to make is that we currently have a 20% off. So until the new release, which I mentioned earlier, happens approximately in a month. So until that time, we have a 20% off, which gives you ample amount of time for you to go into the trial version and test it out for 30 days. And if you're interested, if you find business cases that are going to benefit your business, improve your productivity, as I mentioned in the project examples, and we'll be happy to offer you your 20% off with flexible payment plans. So yeah, reach out to us, and you can contact us through either social media. Probably the sales email is the best place to start. I'll directly answer any of your questions, and you can fill out a contact form on our ProtaSoftware.com website as well. So it's up to you how you connect with us. You can also follow us on social media. We've got LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So anything that is happening, anything exciting, we post it on there, thanks to the efforts of our marketing team. So yeah, we look forward to having you guys part of our community. So we have the demo now. I'll stop talking. Thank you for paying attention. I'll let Volkan have the stage.
Yeah, I think you can see my screen now, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So Berk, thank you for the informative presentation. As in the title of webinar, we are going to step in the new era of the design and detailing with our product ProtaStructure 2022. So once you open the software, you will see the welcome page. You can see our resources, for example, design guides, tips and tricks, training videos. Once you click on here, you can go directly to our YouTube channel. So I'm going to create a new project, and let's see, like Bulgaria webinar. So you can select any templates in here. So we just prepared different templates regarding to different territories, because each territory may have different project delivery habits. Of course, what you can do, you can arrange your own settings and create your own template in ProtaStructure. So there are several ways to start a project in ProtaStructure environment. You can import 3D DXF, IFC, or you can directly import your plan, architectural plan, to the ProtaStructure environment. For instance, let's select any DXF. I have a DXF plan, architectural plan on my desktop. First, I'm going to select this file, and I will just pick the correct unit first. Once you click on Active button, you will see this plan view as a background. Then we can quickly import members such as grids, columns, walls by clicking Import button. And all these 2D members will be transformed to the 3D elements, just like in the 3D physical model view. Generally, I use this method for starting a project, but of course, in this webinar, I would like to show our modeling capabilities. So that's why I'm going to use other method, which is orthogonal axis generator, to create a project from scratch. So now I need to insert axis spacings. By the way, let me change the keyboard. Okay. So 6,000, maybe 4,000. Okay. So you can quickly type in values and click to the OK button, and your axis system will be prepared just like this. Let's say that we have a curved axis over here. So I'm going to delete first, and then we can select curved axis insertion button to create a curved axis at this place. You can press F2 button and specify the curvature distance. You may have any kind of facade, especially lately we see a lot of different designs, like actually architectural designs. So that's why you can use our multi-segment axis insertion to create any kind of axis by just sketching on the screen. After you create axis system, then you can use columns, walls, beams, slabs, these kind of modeling tools. So I'm going to start with the columns. You can specify the column width, column actually height from here. So once you click on the axis intersection, the column will be placed just like this. If you can just box around on the grid system, and the columns will be placed automatically on the axis intersections. So I'm going to change the column dimensions, and we can align the columns on the curved axis, just like this. We have really advanced section, actually section manager. So you can simply select any kind of section, steel, built-up steel, cold form, composite sections from here. So I'm gonna select the circular one. Of course, you can just insert the diameter of the circular column. And once you click to the axis intersection, these members will be inserted just like this. And lastly, I would like to show, for example, let's say that we have an L-shaped column, and I'm going to select section, and we can place just like this. Of course, you can use just cursor keys to place this column to the exact place that you want. You can slightly move down. Yeah. Also, you can create any kind of column section in the ProtaStructure environment. For example, let's draw really a weird shape and create this shape as a column. For example, just I'm going to select this outer edge and right click. You can quickly convert this section to a column, and then we can just pass to the polyline column editor and prepare our links, bars. If you want, you can insert intermediate bars just like this. You can quickly insert intermediate bars in seconds. Then what I'm gonna do, I will add some tie bars, for example, just like this. Okay. And if you need secondary layer for rebars, you can also create these rebars just like this, and you can design this reinforcement arrangement in this section. Now I'm going to delete this section and I'm going to continue with the shear walls. So you can simply pick 2 points and you can create your shear wall just like this. You can merge this shear wall by Shearwall Operations, and in seconds you can get into the polyline editor and create your reinforcement just like this. For example, let's just insert the intermediate rebar numbers, head zones, okay, and all reinforcement arrangement will be prepared just like this. Of course, if you want, you can unmerge vertical members just like this. So then I would like to show our beam feature, how you can insert a beam. You can just draw beams along the axis, or you can just box around. As you see, the beams will be automatically splitted on the column nodes, and there is no problem for the overlapping. So you can simply create a boxing around of the nodes, or you can just tie the vertical members by beams. Of course, if you draw, even if there's a crankshaft axis, the beam will follow this crankshaft axis just like this. So I'm going to also create a curved axis in here, curved beam actually. So you can simply type in the curvature distance, and that's all. You can also tie this part. So we have intelligent points. So once you hover over on the beam, you will see these intelligent points, and you can simply click on them and create your beam member. You can also just hover over on the beam, press F2 button, and you can specify a particular distance from the starting point, and you can create another beam just like this. So now let's talk about loading part. So before I pass to the slabs, I would like to show our slab additional loads. You can add your own load type in here. For example, I'm gonna just select the color, and maybe our load name can be living room in here. I will just add some materials. For example, maybe we may have parquet here, and let's say that we have a screen. You just need to insert the thicknesses, and total load will be automatically determined by the software. So once you go to the modeling tab and select the slab, you need to prepare the load combinations. You can just select the loadings Okay, now we didn't select any earth seismic code, so that's why you will not see seismic loading in here, but later I will just select the proper one. So now let's just select the load cases, and load combinations will be automatically prepared regarding to the selected codes. Then I just need to pick a point in the beam region, and as you see, slabs are inserted just like this. By the way, I didn't insert any load. Of course, you can simply click on the table and you can use this part or additional dead loads from here, like living room and G load case from here. If you want to change any load actually of the selected slab, you can simply change the dead load from here, or you can right click on the impose loads, and maybe we can select, for instance, office areas like this. I would like to show a bit cantilever slabs. So you can create any kind of cantilever slab by drawing the edge of it. We can continue with arc. Okay, I'm going to finish it. Or what we can do, of course, if it's rectangular, it's much more easy because we can simply select type 12 and insert the length of the cantilever in here, just like this. So now we can discuss a bit our wall loads. So you can first, again, let's go to the loading tab and we can add our own wall loading. For example, 100 millimeter lightweight brick. So I'm going to select only lightweight block from here, and our thickness can be 100 millimeter. Of course, if you want, you can add your own material to the library. So now what I can do, I can directly go to the edit loads, and I can select my wall load, and here you will see the relevant wall load in here. You can add openings if you want. Once you select the beam member, as you see, the wall load has been inserted. Of course, I'm going to change the wall load by 200 people. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I will just copy this wall load. If you want, you can use Ctrl+C button, and we can quickly copy this loads to the outer edge of the building. Just like this. And once you paste it, all wall loads will be actually applied to the other outer edge beams. What you can do, you can simply select beams like this, and you can, let me first create a beam load in here. This time we can use 10 centimeter lightweight brick wall. And then we can quickly copy this wall load and paste to the other selected beams by Ctrl+V button. It's that easy. You can also select the beam and draw actually a wall load on it, just like this. Especially if you have door opening it's really useful feature. We can also insert these wall loads on the slabs. So I'm going to select the line loads, and in here, again, I'm going to select our lightweight brick wall load. Height of the wall can be 3 meters, and we can simply draw this wall load in here. By the way, also this kind of partition wall loads will be seen in 3D view as well. You can see over here. So as you see, we have almost completed our first story. So now I would like to copy the story information to the other stories. Let's say that we have a 5-story building, and I'm gonna copy the story information to the other stories by selecting this option. Okay, you can also insert the story heights from here. Then on the 5th story, we will have some steel members. So I'm gonna delete the members in the 5th story. And on the 4th story, I'm planning to create a flat slab system. So that's why I'm gonna delete all beams on the 4th story. You can simply select members and use member filter for deleting the appropriate members. Okay. I'm going to delete also this partition walls by delete loads command. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I will just select the slab members, and I'm going to use the slab loads, slab table, sorry. So in here, we can quickly increase the thickness of the slabs. Let's say 300 millimeter. So it will be applied to the model instantly. If you want, we can tile the views just like this. Okay. So now I would like to show, let's add an additional slab over here. Now I would like to add my steel members on the 5th story. So this time I would like to insert these members on 3D, because you can also do some adjustments on 3D view. Let's go to the modeling and select the steel column. Once you get into the section database, you can see that we have plenty of different territories, and you can think that we are just supporting 95, maybe 99% of the profile types in the market. So we are also providing built-up steel, so you can just fill in the parameters and you can create your section by these parametric values. So for columns, I'm going to use HEA 300. Okay, if you want, you can rotate the section from here, or if you want, you can use side-to-side profiles. So let's just click to the X intersection. Okay. Then we can continue with the actually steel beams. So again, let's just click on the beam here. This time I will use IPE 270. Okay. And if you want, you can add hinges on the beam ends. Okay. Once you create, actually once you draw along the axis, the beams will be automatically splitted. Again, I'm going to draw along the axis, and as you see, it's been automatically splitted just like this. Then we can talk about our truss elements. So truss elements, you just need to select columns, and we have our own truss library. Of course, if you want, you can import your own truss from DXF. I already did for Latvia. You can see these user-defined DXFs. Or you can customize our existing actually trusses. For instance, you can simply draw diagonals or top chord. So as you see, it's such an easy operation in the Prota software, actually ProtaStructure. So again, this time I will use our existing truss type. You can play with the truss support placement or left vertical offset, right vertical offset, apex height, number of spans, so all can be inserted by the user. Okay. On the last part, I will create beams because at the end I would like to show our apex connection. So that's why I'm going to create a beam over here. So we can simply insert the elevation of the beam. Sorry. Let's just select the steel beam. Okay. As you see, we can quickly, by the way, I'm gonna just cancel the hinge definition. Then let's change the elevation from here. Okay. So now I can insert my purlins. You can directly select truss members, and you can, for instance, change the first and last member offsets from here. Or you can, if you want, you can connect these purlins to the truss joints, or you can use the by spacing. It's up to you. Okay. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. And that's all. Now I would like to show how we can add our braces. You just need to select two columns, and if you want, for example, you can increase the counts just like this, or you can change the, for example, section, profile section from here, and let me insert once more. For example, this section can be selected. You can also play with the properties. For example, I'm going to change the offset values from here, and you can lower the elevation if it's necessary, just like this. You can see the exact position now. We have V brace, key brace, K brace, or you can invert them. But in this sample, I'm going to use X brace option. Of course, if you want, you can change the section. Any circular section can be used. Okay. So now we can continue with girth members. I'm going to select these columns. again, you can select the section from here. We have different options. We can use, if you want side to side, U-shape, it's up to you. But by the way, once you click on project, you can see the previously used sections. Okay, so I'm gonna delete the bottom member and insert the Purlin just like this. So now let's talk about claddings. Once you select Purlin or gird, you can insert claddings. Generally, we use this claddings to be able to insert an array load. So you can simply select cladding and get into the edit loads interface. And once you select full uniform array load, you can, let's key in the magnitude, and you can insert array loads for each region of this cladding member. Of course, if you want, you can insert frame member. So, for example, if you need a curved member, you can simply draw just like this. You can change the angle, let's say 270 degrees or 90 degrees from here. Okay, of course, apex height can be changed from here. So let me delete this curved member. Of course, we have a new feature actually in 2022. You can create steel domes. So you just need to insert 2 points, and of course you need to fill the parameters. Once you click OK, steel dome will be generated. But of course, in my sample, we will not use a steel dome, so that's why I have deleted this member. Okay, so we almost created our model. Now let's talk about our analysis part. Lastly, I would like to show how you can insert loads multiply. Let's go to the loading tab, and maybe first story will be better. So I'm going to open the load editor for the first story. As you see now, it's much more easier to insert a soil load. First, I'm going to select the soil load case and select the soil load button. Once you pick the surface of the shear wall, relevant parameters will be loaded. So let's just click OK button, and it's been applied to the shear wall. If you want, you can Control C and Control paste, or you can simply copy and paste this actually load to the other surfaces, just like this. So then what you can do, you can insert point load, full uniform load, polygon uniform array load, rectangular uniform array load. All these kind of load types can be inserted to frame members or surface as a surface load to slabs and shear walls. So you can clearly see that our new loading system is much more advanced than previous ones. Okay, let's go to the analysis part. In here, we can simply assign different materials for all stories. For example, let's create a new story here. For example, first story. Now I will assign C30 for only first story. Okay, so you can assign any material to the different stories. You can add your own concrete class here, or you can add your steel grade. You can play with the parameters in here. Any kind of rebar symbol can be used. In the wind and story load, you can use wind load calculator. Just you can fill in the parameters. You can and report can be created regarding these parameters. And once you apply, okay, once you apply, but click to the apply button, it will be wind loads will be calculated and will be assigned to the coordinates. So now I'm going to go to the settings center and I will change the, actually I will select analytical code from here. Of course, if you want, you can change the other codes. In seismic parameters, you can insert peak reference ground acceleration. For example, let's say for Cyprus, it's around 0.25 G. You can select the ductility level, behavior factors, okay. Prevailing failure mode or importance factor can be inserted from here. Ground type can be selected. For now, we are using a single behavior factor for the both direction, but in the new version, we are planning to add different behavior factors for X and Y direction. Actually, we are already doing this for American and Turkish code, but in 2024, we will also apply to the Eurocode A. You can also insert your own spectrum points if it's necessary. Let me increase the vibration mode number. So if you have any other structural irregularities, you can mark from here and it will be plotted on the post-analysis report. Okay, I'm gonna recreate the my loading. This you can select the seismic loading type from here, and once you click OK button, the combinations will be prepared regarding to the selected code. And as you see, this time seismic load combinations are included. So in the load cases, you can add your own load case. For example, if you may have a water tank, you can add a relevant load case to here, and also you can add to your combinations. So let's go to the model options. You can change the here stiffness factors, section stiffness factors, if you want, if it's necessary. Generally, I use finite element shell model, and for a core model, you can use model using core wall panels. In here, Storey diaphragm model can be selected. So I'm gonna actually cancel the 4th stories diaphragms, and instead I'm gonna mesh the 4th story from here. If you want, you can also mesh the other story. For example, let's select the first one. Shell element size can be just adjusted by here. Okay, let's just run the analysis. Okay, now the software is first calculating the span loads, then we are just converting this physical model to the analytical model, and you'll see the results and also mode numbers, mode shapes. So it's about to be finished. Okay. Once you go to the post-analysis part, you can display the analytical model. So I'm going to reset the views. as you see, we have created meshes precisely, and it's matching the Shearwall nodes as well. So I can say that it's a bit hard for such a software which is creating these meshes automatically. You can see the, for example, results. I'm gonna activate the animation, and you can see the behavior of the first mode on X direction. If you want, you can review the diagrams, for example. Under gravitational loads, we can review the, for example, axial loads, or maybe bending moments. Okay. So if you want to review only a particular story, you can simply select on here, and now we can activate the counters. So any required steel area under load combinations. Of course, if you want, you can select the envelope diagrams. You can clearly see the required steel areas for bottom and top on the X and Y direction in here. So let's talk about the design part. So in design part, we can we have plenty of different settings. You can play with the steel ratios, rebars. You can select different selection methods. Also, you can use double links, triple links, cross links, any wall containment. If you want to create end zones for walls, you can select from here. You can limit your longitudinal bars, for example. If you want, you can select, for example, minimum fee 16 for columns. So all can be customized by the user, for instance. Okay. So once you reselect all bars, there's actually arranged settings will be applied to the whole columns. We can quickly filter failed members if there's any. Let's just check why this member is failing. So as you see, axial load utilization is not satisfied. So what we can do, we can increase the rebar number and rerun the. But as you see, we need to increase the section because like maximum, it's passing the maximum axial load, so we need to increase the section. So we can clearly see failed members from here. Also, you can create typical details. For instance, you can just play with the rebars. Let's say you can increase intermediate bars just like this, and I can copy this rebar arrangement to the other stories, which is similar. Okay, it's also an important feature. Once you go to reports, you can quickly create your design report. If you want, you can add combinations, interaction diagrams, and column wall sections to the report. All reports can be produced in PDF or Word formats. Let's go to the story beams quickly. Again, I would like to show first settings because we have plenty of different settings. You can limit, you can just set up the minimum and maximum rebar diameters from here. We have different rebar patterns, for example, bent up patterns, standard patterns. So you can select the any pattern from here, which is more suitable for you. So let's just click OK button, and select all bars. Of course, if you want, you can group these members and these beam elements, and you can create a single detail for all similar group members. So here we have grouping option. You can quickly group members from here. Once you click the design report and click OK button, all actually beam loads, shear force diagrams, moment diagrams, all will be placed in the design report. You can also create bar list, summary table, beam capacity reports. Will be ready in a couple of seconds. By the way, we are even preparing the rebar and axis image in the actually design report. So we have so many beam members, so that's why it's taking a bit of time. Okay, as you see, loads, diagrams, bending moments, shear forces, deflection check, and the image of the reinforcement. So now I would like to talk about our foundation. So let's go to the plan view and let's go to the Storey 0. So Storey 0 is our foundation level. So first, I'm going to start with the pile caps. I will just select the members and create pile caps for these members. So let's redesign all. As you see, software is automatically designing them. And once you click OK, they will be drawn on the screen. We can also add head footings in a batch mode. I have selected the wrong one again. Okay, our head footings are ready, and I'm going to continue with the actually another kind of foundation type. So let's create a beam for this purpose. And we can connect these columns via this beam. So once you select these beams, you can insert as actually strip footing. I'm going to select the envelope, design envelope, and you can, for example, specify the cantilever lengths, footing width. Normally, we are automatically determining the footing width, but if you want, you can increase the footing width from here. So footing depth can be inserted manually. Okay. And on the for the core walls, I'm going to create a rough foundation. So we can create a rectangle just like this, and we can insert a slab. We can increase the slab thickness and concrete cover. To be able to obtain reinforcement details, we need to create slab strips. For this purpose, I'm going to use finite strip and band strip. Okay. We can specify the corners of the slab strip. and it will be ready. I'm going to do the same for the Y direction. Okay. So now we can go to the analysis and run the foundation analysis. In here, you can specify the mesh sizes, and then the software will automatically prepare the analytical model of finite element mesh system. And once you click OK button, it will be the results will be transferred to the slab strips. If you click on update still bars, they will be drawn on the slab just like this. You can also update this. Okay. So now we can talk about slab reinforcement. So we have two methods. If you want, you can use analytical method. Just first you need to select the direction, analytical strip, and boundary conditions are important. So you need to select boundary conditions. And once you draw by pressing Control button, our rebars will be shown instantly. Of course, if you want, you can use finite element strip. And in the first story, we created meshes, so we already know the finite element results. So analysis results source will be building analysis, and you can create your slab strips just like this. Of course, if you have such a curved members, I suggest you to use finite element method, but of course, it's up to you. If you have cantilevers on the beginning, you can select the boundary conditions, first boundary conditions. Okay. And in here, it will be the opposite. Okay. As you see, you can quickly insert analytical strip for this part. It's detecting as cantilever, so that's why I had to select cantilever at the beginning. Okay, so as you see, either finite element slab strip or analytical slab strip can be used in the except for the slab design. So once you go to the slab heading, you can quickly create your design report from here. Okay, we have almost finished this part. I just wanted to show report manager. You can just combine and merge your reports in here. You can simply drag and drop all reports in here. If you want, you can add Word file to the report if you want to merge with the ProtaStructure reports. You can use QR code that includes your license information, or you can use your own logo by this comment logo comment. Any kind of font and font size can be used from here. By the way, we are also informing some critical warnings. So in this example, it's showing that our mode numbers are insufficient. So what I need to do, I need to get back to the seismic parameters, increase mode numbers, and rerun the analysis. Okay, once you click the view button, we are combining these reports, and even you can see the warnings, table of contents. So you can click to Control and left click. You can directly go to that part of the report. Okay, so I would like to pass the Prota details, which is a magical software that you can create your details with a single click. So once you open the Prota details, there will be two options that you can automatically create your all details, or you can start by creating a new drawing. So I'm going to select the first option. In here we have different settings. For example, for form plan, I would like to change hatch patterns from here, or if you want, you can add form plan side dimensions. You can insert to sheets. Actually, for example, each different detail has their own settings, so you can do some adjustments by selecting these detail types. Okay, once you click on draw button and pick a point on the interface, the details, all details will be prepared by the software automatically. Normally, this process is really painful and time-consuming, but with Prota details, it will be completed like in 15 seconds. So, and all reinforcement, all rebars are intelligent objects. So you can customize, you can add your own intelligent rebar, and quantification table will be updated automatically. So this is really, really important feature. We will see soon. Okay, it's been finalized. So here, for instance, you can see our foundation rebars. So once we click on it and change the, for example, rebar diameter like 320, this adjustment will be automatically done in the quantification table. Let's go to the quant table here. And you can see that relevant reinforcement has been updated in the quantity table. You can also draw your own rebars. For example, I can select insert using 4 points. By the way, first you need to select the snap settings. Okay. Then you can quickly draw your own reinforcement in here. For example, let's say that I have such a reinforcement. Okay. Now I need to specify the spacing, and that's all. It's been created. What I can do, I can play with the segment lengths, for example, 500 millimeter, and for the part E, we can also insert 500 millimeter as well. As you see, the segment lengths are customizable, and you can see that once you create quantity table, it will be also considered. Let me show you. You can clearly see the new rebar in the quantity table. Of course, these quantity tables can be added to the reports for PDF, Word, or you can just export this to the Excel file by using CSV. So all these reinforcements are intelligent. So you can simply click on the rebar and you can change the diameters, lengths. It's up to you. You can see our beam details. We are preparing precisely, and sections. All of them are already dimensioned. Pile caps, okay. So I would like to show, for example, design library. You can quickly create a cantilever wall. You can add shelf, shear key. We have different code settings. Once you design, okay, you can prepare the drawing, and it's not that easy. And by the way, all rebars are intelligent, so you can play with the rebar lengths. Let's insert a sheet. Of course, if you need, you can add stairs, for example. You just need to fill the parameters, and you can prepare design report of it. Once you click to detailed drawings, and it's ready. By the way, Prota Details is a CAD software, so move, hatch, trim, extend, these kind of CAD commands are available in the software. So lastly, I would like to show a ProtaSteel part. So we have really advanced tools on the ProtaSteel part. Let's just click to the ProtaSteel button. As you see, our model has been transferred to the ProtaSteel. Once you double click, you can, if you don't want to see these concrete elements, you can limit the view, for example. I'm gonna limit the view from here. And of course, if you want, you can also just filter concrete elements if you don't want to see here, just like this. But I would like to see, so I'm going to cancel this operation. Okay, so let's just start with base plates. So once you select column member, base plate will be created. Of course, we have different base plate types, especially for hollow sections. If you want, you can add also shear key. Okay. Then you can see that we have such a node, especially it's suitable for hunch connection. So let's go to the beam column connections, and you can select the first primary member, then secondary member. Hunch connection will be inserted. So now I would like to add a stiffen end plate by using our existing stiffeners. For example, let me turn off the okay. Once you right click, the stiffen end plate connection will be placed just like this. Of course, if you want, you can add also your brace connection for this node. For example, first main member, then brace, and the actually member which is limiting this brace element. Okay, just like this. So such a complicated connection can be done in seconds. Let's add some stiffen end plate connections for the other parts. Okay. We can use this time thin plate connection. By the way, if you need, you can add the ancillary steelwork, for example, or some detailing elements. Let's add stiffener here. Okay. And I can add a brace connection using this stiffener. Okay. So now let's continue. I'm going to add this vulnerable gusset plates as well. Okay. So let's continue. By the way, I would like to show some truss connections, but before, for example, we need to increase a bit column height. So these operations can be also done in ProtaSteel, for example, 100 millimeter. What we can do, we can select other columns and apply the same adjustment by match element command. So now I would like to add some truss actually connections. For example, truss end plate with gusset, just like this. If you want, you can do the same on the other side. Of course, there might be some members that can block your views, so you can simply hide these elements. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same for this node. We have also we can also use bracing connections for internal truss nodes, just like this. I always select first primary member, in this case bottom chord, then diagonals or verticals. Okay. It's that easy. Okay. So what we can do, we can copy this connection and paste to the other side. But before, I would like to add also apex and for the bottom node as well. So what we can do, we can copy these connections, these macros. So, yeah, no, I have selected. Okay. So now I would like to copy these elements to the other truss member. And that's all. By the way, if you have, if your structure is symmetrical, you can use a mirror command as well. For example, like this, I just selected connections, and we can use the mirror command just like this. Once you click the run button, it will be applied to the other side. You can clearly see the connections. Okay. So we have an apex connection for this part. We can go to the beam-to-beam connections, apex hunch, and that's all. Of course, all these connections are customizable, so you can get into the connection properties, and you can play with the parameters just like this. And once you apply, it will be actually generated on the apex hunch connection. You can also save this macro presets for further usage. Okay, so now I would like to talk about our revolutionary feature, which is IntelliConnect. IntelliConnect is assessing the node and select the most appropriate connection. For example, let's create GERT connections. If you want, you can select a specific connection, or instead the software can select for you. So all GERT connections are prepared precisely. You can see over here. just like this. So I'm going to create Purlin connections. Again, I'm going to use the automatic option, and you can see that our Purlins are generated just like this. Of course, there might be some members which are unable to be generated. For this purpose, we have Purlin and GERT connection types. You can also create these members manually. We have plenty of different connection types. So now I would like to talk a bit detail actually. Okay, so for example, let's just create a actually detail cube at this part. So what I'm going to do first, I will select the members, and I'm going to create a detail cube by using detail item manager. So detail A, I'm going to add this. We can select objects that we want to see the main members in the drawings. So right click. And of course, you can select different perspectives regarding this cube, or you can add 3D view. I would like to also create a base plate for this node. Okay. For example, you can simply select the connection and create detailing item manager. Okay. If you want, you can add a 2D view just like this. So also we need to perform numbering to create pose numbers of elements, because we are using these numbers for part and assembly drawings. So it's important to create these numbers before the detailing part. I would like to also create a 2D view by view button. For example, you can simply select two nodes and 2D view will be ready just like this. Of course, we can prepare these details automatically as well. For example, if you want, you can simply select the grid system and create the views automatically by using the grid. It's also possible. So what I'm gonna do, I will just cancel the actually view properties. So now we can pass to the detailing part. Okay. Once you create drawing, let's say general arrangement drawing. Okay. So here you can create your viewports. Of course, these viewports you can filter. You can change drawing mode, and you can filter some unnecessary elements such as grids in here. You can play with the colors. So in this case, I just want to see plate, bold, weld, and profile. Okay. And by using these filtering options, you can optimize the view just like this. If you want, you can add like 2D views by using create viewport common. And once you click detail item cube, all details will be prepared automatically just like this. You can just place these labels as you want. Okay, so you can customize your drawing like this. If you want, you can change colors, fonts, it's up to you. For example, I would like to see also some annotations on 3D drawing. So what I can do, I can select, for example, bolts and label them just like this. You can change the annotation settings from here. For example, instead of diameter, you can add material, assembly, hole. It's up to you. You can add also some, for example, dimensions simply, actually by clicking just like this. As you see, it's that easy, and you can quickly create dimensions, labelings. For example, we can delete this label, and I'm going to relabel this member. And this time you can see the ProtaStructure actually label in here. Okay, you can quickly arrange this settings from this part. You can add sections, create different lines, texts, so all can be, actually all of them are available for detailing aim. So let's just save and cancel. I'm going to continue with the assembly drawing. So you just need to select the column, right click, create drawings and assembly drawing. So let's press F6 button. So as you see, these, for example, base plate components, steel column, you can see all members which is welded to this column, and here we have material list. By the way, I can just change the title box place. Okay. You can see the actually part drawings inside the assembly, and they're all dimension. Okay, so we are just preparing these drawings precisely. You can also, if you want, you can prepare the part drawing for the selected element. So in this case, only column, only profile will be shown. Okay. So lastly, I would like to talk about reports. For example, you can simply select the macro, press M button, and create its report from here. So we have really detailed checks like beam web check, web weld check, flange weld check, stiffener welds, okay, here, and plate checks. So as you see, it's failing, limiting stiffener. So what we can do, we can increase the stiffeners. I don't know the stiffener thickness, but 12. Let's make it 15. By the way, I would like to activate the actually color coding connection checks. Okay, so in here, because of the hunch connections stiffeners, it's insufficient, so I can increase these stiffener sizes from here. Okay, let's make them 15 all. Now it didn't change, but you can increase till it satisfies. Okay. So we are providing these connections by color coding. You can also here we have design summary, so you can also list the failed members in here. So we have 3 connections which is failing. First fin plate, punch connections. Then let's talk about a bit quantity table. We can just select full steel structure and prepare the material takeoff. So you can see the material plate list, profile list in here. Okay, here material profile list. You can also prepare bolt list, or even here you can see you can prepare the washer list from here. So let's go to the tools, because we have really important tools over here. Once you run the clash check, we can clearly see if there is unconnected members. For example, these actually brace member and plate is also column colliding with each other. So you can quickly run the clash check and understand that where is the problem, or you can quickly understand if there is any missing connection. Okay. So on the other hand, we can also audit the model. If there's any duplication, for example, we had duplicated profile, we can simply select these errors and filter them just like this. In the BIM parts, we can share this model with NC files for CNC machines. You can send to the tech lab, or you can export the IFC file. For example, 3D. Let's select desktop, and we can. Okay. I can also select some features. So in here, once you open the 3D IFC, it will be shown like this. So all connections, welds, even bolts are provided this IFC. For example, if you select any model, you can see the section or whether is it column or not, assembly pose number, part number. So all these kind of details are also will be transferred to the IFC format. So these are really important actually for the BIM side of the software. And lastly, I would like to show the Prota BIM. Let's open the Revit file, and at the end we have some samples, real life scenarios. I would like to show them as well. For example, you can share the model quickly with the Revit environment. So of course, first you need to use our template. Otherwise, you have to match the families by yourself, and it may take a bit of time. So let me create a new file, and in here, I'm going to select my own template. Here in Prota library folder, we have templates. I'm going to select this. Let's just click OK. You can delete the levels if you want. So let's just select ProtaBIM 2022, and I'm going to import my model to the ProtaStructure. So I have Revit integration model. sample model for Revit. Okay, let's just click the next button, start. In this interface, we need to match the ProtaStructure and Revit families. And in our case, all of them are already matched. And once you click the start button, all these members will be transferred to the Revit environment. So let's just create a 3D view. And we can change the render types. Okay, here, as you see, even this kind of model can be transferred to Revit. And these are not only actually dummy members. All these elements are created by families. So you can add parameters, you can add any value. Generally in the BIM sector, especially for the structural projects, this is the model that people are looking for. And lastly, I would like to show some samples. For example, so this model is a complex steel structure. It's a part of actually part of the tunnel, we can say. So you can clearly see that we have prepared these connections, splice and plate connections. We have, you can see stiffness that we added, lateral brace members, which is connected really precisely. Okay, even this kind of complicated model can be done in ProtaSteel. I would like to show the raw results, which is actually approved by authorities. So let me open the drawings. For example, I would like to show first 3D view and connection details. We have so many members, so it can take a bit time and a couple seconds, that's all. So in here, you can see our 3D model. Let me turn off this table. You can see detail numbers, and each detail is provided in here. You can add dimensions, for example, splice connections in here, or end plate connections, brace connections, lateral brace connections in here. You have different kind of hunch. Okay, so as you see, this kind of complicated details can be prepared in ProtaSteel. And also, for example, sections, plan views are actually quickly prepared in here. For example, let's just see the sections. In here, we just turned off the base plate, so you don't see any base plate over here. And lastly, plan views. As you see, there is no any clash with labels. You can precisely add your dimensions. And that's all. Lastly, I would like to show a couple ProtaStructure concrete samples as well. For example, this one. So one of the most reputable banks headquarters. Even you can insert such a complicated projects in ProtaStructure. So that's why I'm showing these samples to encourage you in this case. For example, in this case, we have some steel members and concrete members are together. They model together actually. So maybe there's a campus building. And a couple minutes left. I will take the questions. And I know that we already passed our time limit, but just a couple minutes more, then I will take the questions. For example, even this kind of complicated building can be modeled in ProtaStructure. Here, these slabs are it's been just used for steel, actually, to take the load of steel areas. So that's why. But as you see, we don't have any maximum element limit or something like this. Okay. Lastly, I would like to open this one. It's also one of the bank's headquarters in Turkish Finance Center. Okay, just like this. So thank you for attending our Bulgaria webinar. So have a nice day. Thank you for your attendance and bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.